Okay, today we are playing a Scrim game on King's Row, and our heroes for today's game, tragically, are the Red Menace. I know. So let's look at the team comps before we start. We can see the boys in blue are playing goats. Extremely exciting. The Red Menace, however, are going for a more normal 2-2-2 comp, with Junkrat and Widow as their DPS. Widow is going to have a hard time finding productive things to shoot at, because there's a lot of beefy boys on the boys in blue, so... she's basically got, like, Zen and Lucio as, like, really good targets, pretty much, so it'll be difficult for her to find stuff to do, other than just, hey, just try and click on those supports real good, pretty much. I mean, that's all you can really ask of Widow at the end of the day, isn't it? Meanwhile, however, Junkrat's name is Fix Hamster, so I'm going to be interested to see if he dunks on Hammond this entire game, but it'll be hard for him to do so. We do, of course, have Anna on the Red Menace, who is the counter to Goats, pretty much. Well, her and, Sombra are both counters to Goats, because anti-heals and hacks are really good. So anyway, let's start the game. So the Red Menace's plan of attack is pretty much have everyone except the DPS go in, and the DPS will sit back and bombard the area. They do actually manage to pick off Zen really early on right here, because he gets shot by Widow, and then Fire Strike finishes him off right there. Hammond's up to no good, coming in now to try and disrupt the team, but he only manages to get 2 people up in the air, and they're not overly concerned about it. He does slowly slink around the backhand side and come up on Widow. The Red Menace doesn't exactly do a good job of coming back to help Widow, but she also dies extremely quickly also, and actually gets finished off by Lucio, funnily enough. The Red Menace's Lucio does come back to try and help, but it's pretty much already over by that point. I don't know if Widow said anything before he died or not. Nah. Anyway, so they also lose Reinhardt pretty much just because the healers aren't able to keep up right there. Went a little bit far up and got picked off. But at this point, the boys in blue are starting to lose a lot of people, and the Red Menace have a massive spawn advantage on the first point in King's Row. So... Junkrat did sequester himself over on the side of the fully charged Zarya, but she decided she didn't really want to follow him down this narrow hallway, and now she's stuck on a trap and gets killed. They are slowly making their way back again now, but they're just pretty much getting picked off as they run back in to contest the objective. Boys in blue just wasted Earthshatter right there because, I mean... be real, my dude. Sure, you hit a lot of men with that Earthshatter. Boy, who you got here with you right now? Zenyatta? It's not gonna happen. So he pretty much just wastes his ultimate right there. And now the Red Menace have got a massive ult advantage over the boys in blue. And, the Red Menace they've changed Widow to McCree, who will likely find himself with more to do than Widow would. So, hey, great. Red Menace now pushing ahead. Hammond... he's trying. Bless his heart. He sure was trying, but he didn't exactly accomplish too much. Who is it that's back on the payload? I think it's McCree who's back there with the payload. And everybody else is just put... yeah, no, McCree's there. So Hammond's come in. He's dropped the minefield in here, and it has managed to pick off Zarya. And did McCree get shoved off to the side? Yeah, McCree has to go off to the left-hand side with Lucio, so the minefield just splits the team apart. McCree tries to get back across to regroup with the team, but by that point, he's already pretty hosed. Not very good synergy, because they have slept Hammond, and I can see the plan here was Junkrat was going to run up and flare the trap under him, but Lucio just wakes him up, and then suddenly, Not that they were likely to kill Hammond regardless, they should have just been trying to back out anyway, but also not good coordination on trying to kill the Hammond. So the Red Menace lost the push right there. They still have a lot of ultimates ready to go. They're about to have 6 ultimates ready to go, whereas the boys in blue only have 4 ultimates to go. Granted, the boys in blue do have Graviton and Transcendence, which are 2 pretty good ultimates. So they start the fight with Grav, and they use Sound Barrier first to defend against that. Reinhardt whiffed Earthshatter, it looks like. Yes, got blocked by the enemy Reinhardt. So, tragically, 2 ults didn't amount to much right at the start there. The boys in blue countered back with their own Graviton. Managing to kill Anna, and when they lose Anna, it's pretty much already over. Honestly, Reinhardt kind of wasted his ultimate right here as well, because the Red Menace are already missing Anna and McCree at this point, and then he Earth Shatters. The fight's pretty much done for the Red Menace at this point, but he commits the ultimate to it anyway. So, it swings the ult advantage a little bit back towards the Red Menace, because now they have 3 ultimates, whereas the boys in blue only have 2 ultimates. Whereas they could just be even 3-3. Unfortunately for the Red Menace, they committed their own ultimates to it as well, and didn't actually win the fight. Well, Hammond has decided to do this. Well, he sure did do it, didn't he? He sure did do it. Well, they actually ended up killing McCree off of it, so hey, I guess it worked out. Oh, and Junkrat? Where was Junkrat? What was Junkrat doing? Oh, fucking cursors on this. Where's Junkrat? Was Junkrat over on the right? It looks like they're collapsing on someone. Yeah, Junkrat was over there, I guess. Junkrat should not have been over there. Was he? I guess so. They, like, went over there. Yeah, Zen killed him. So, yeah, they were... Don't know what Junkrat was doing all the way over there. They just collapsed on him and killed him. Anyway, so now the boys in blue slowly advancing on the red team's spawn. So that's no doubt very exciting for the Red Menace. Now, they are just slowly building ult charge, and the boys in blue have just, like, gone real fucking far up looking for these picks at this point, haven't they? You know, you don't really want to advance on the enemy team's spawn too much, because even if they kill someone right outside their spawn, the Red Menace are regrouping at this point anyway. So, hey, I guess you can get a pick and stagger him, but you're overextending really fucking far to do it. And here comes Reinhardt, and he's like, oh, baby, give me the Earth Shatter. He wants it, and he doesn't get it. The Blue Menace, I was gonna say, the boys in blue blocked it right here. He wanted it so bad, but just barely blocked. So, unfortunate. The boys in blue now have their ult. Oh, Jordo failed to block the blue team's Earth Shatter. He got nano boosted and just immediately took the shield down. That's the thing with nano boosting Reinhardt when he's still got his shield up. You will very clearly telegraph to the enemy team that your Reinhardt is pretty likely to take his shield down in a second. And that's exactly what happened. So, bam, Earth Shattered. So that nano boost didn't accomplish too much. Zarya died as well. The Red Menace, you know, they could have played more cautiously earlier on in this fight, because they hadn't fully regrouped yet when they started, when they went for the Earth Shatter, but at the same time, Reinhardt thought he saw an opportunity and went for it while they were overextending, so you can't blame him for that. You can, however, blame him for not blocking the Earth Shatter from the other Reinhardt, because he should really be keeping track of the enemy Reinhardt's Earth Shatter. So, now, oh my god, McCree actually killed 2 people with Deadeye? Where's he ulting from? Oh my god, McCree's all the fuck way behind them. McCree's all the fuck way back there. And they're like, oh, what the fuck? And they managed to... Reinhardt's shield broke? Yeah, it's cracked as fuck, so one shot broke it and then got Reinhardt and Lucio. So, terrible start for the boys in blue, just not noticing McCree sneaking behind them. And that's basically the whole reason they're going to lose this team fight. McCree just got 2 picks right at the start that he had honestly no right to get. Let's go back. How far ahead was this going? Like, when did he start going over there? I already can't see him. He wasn't here for any of this, unless he's really fucking far back. No, he was planning this out like fucking 30 seconds ahead of time, it looks like. Yeah, he's not here right now, so he's already doing it. Yeah, he's already in the bar right now. Yeah. Damn. Talk about a long fucking con. That was like 30 minutes of setup for this. Well, there you go. It worked. You know, the boys in blue really should have been suspicious, because I mean, it's already weird that you can't see all 6 people when you've been outside their spawn for a while, right? Like, you'd expect to see them coming out pretty soon. And then, McCree, you can't see McCree anywhere in the enemy team for like 30 seconds, 20 seconds, and no one thought that it was suspicious McCree didn't show up? That's one of those things, right? You know, and I mean, in this kind of setting, you expect everybody to just kind of be together anyway. But even if you're just playing, like, fucking a regular competitive game, if you see, like, a McCree or a soldier on the enemy team, and you haven't seen them for, like, 20 seconds, those are, like, mid-range, consistent damage-dealing DPS. If you don't see them for, like, 20 seconds, they are up to fucking something. If they're alive and you can't see them anywhere, they're up to something. Anyway. So, the boys in blue do have ult advantage right here. Reinhardt is going way too fucking ham right now. He is like... So, he just like barrels into these people. There's a Bridget over here. So he just gets clapped in the face and then they finish him off before he can retreat. Ooh, did manage to kill a bunch of people with the tire right there, though, and everybody else was anti-healed, so they gotta back up anyway. Now the Red Menace just pushing them back while one person pushes the cart. Will they stagger the hamster? Can they do it? They did it. They are really far up. We've got Lucio and the enemy team. You know, the boys in blue, they aren't gonna collapse on him super quickly. They do need to be careful, because Reinhardt's got Earth Shatter right now. Hopefully someone's been tracking his ultimate, because that's kind of a big deal. Especially if you're going to advance ahead without your Reinhardt. Oh, boys in blue use their grab first. And doesn't amount to much of anything. Both Reinhardts, very patient, very patient. That's honestly what I'm looking at right now. Oh, McCree managed to use Deadeye and kill 2 people. Where did he start that one? Oh, he got nano boosted for it as well, so they were ready for it. And... well, okay, I was surprised that the Red Menace's Reinhardt didn't Earth Shatter right now, basically. Because he just saw the Boys in Blue's Reinhardt shield break right there. So, I'm surprised he didn't just ult right then and there. Instead, he decides to wait, and then ult when there's only 2 people left alive at that point. So, I mean, he didn't need to ult even if he did ult right when the shield broke. But it's very interesting that he saw that opportunity to Earth Shatter, didn't, and then after Reinhardt died, he was like, alright, fuck these 2. And then he whiffed as well, so that's also even worse. But I mean, it's very interesting how he passed up the, like, I'll Earth Shatter them all right when the shield breaks opportunity to go, oh, well, now instead. Interesting choice. So, Red Menace haven't got very far to push it at this point. Boys in blue, Reinhardt up to no good. Hopefully someone saw this, because I've just been watching Reinhardt's silhouette slowly track through that wall, and I'm like, I hope someone saw him go that way, because if he just jumps down behind them and Earth Shatters right now, I'll be so fucking mad. But he decided not to do it. Oh, got there just in time. Just fucking in time to block the Earth Shatter. Now, tragically, he doesn't have his Earth Shatter to immediately turn back around on them. But, by this point, Boys in Blue, they've got no ultimates to try and stop the Red Menace with, so they pretty much just have to brawl it out. Here comes the tire. Everybody had to spread out to avoid that. Oh, Hamster managed to build up Minefield. Where'd McCree die? Alright, he's got lased in the back while he was retreating from the minefield. Feels bad, man. And they actually do manage to fend him off, miraculously enough, just managing to harness the power of goats, pretty much, to brawl it out with the red team, while they have no ultimates. The Red Menace, Junkrat's elected to change to Sombra now. I mean, Sombra counters goats, so that's fine. You know, could have done that ages ago and it would have been a justified decision. Do only need to win 1 fight at this point, and would certainly make that a lot easier. So, the Red Menace are real split up right now. And who die? Oh my god, Reinhardt, you were way too far up. Yeah, the healers weren't even back yet. Like, both the healers are not present right now. And Reinhardt, like, they're coming back from spawn right now. And the tanks are just this far up. Reinhardt's already half health, and he's just got clapped immediately. Just, like, wait and regroup with your team, because this is really bad, because the Red Menace, they haven't exactly got a lot of time left. However, Sombra backcaps him. So I guess it works out in the end. No one was watching it. However, I mean, I didn't notice it, to be fair, because I was busy complaining about how Reinhardt was overextending. So, hey, works out. Look at that. Yeah, didn't manage to do it. It is a really bad time for Reinhardt to overextend and get picked off, though, because, I mean, it's good Sombra did this, so he ends up not getting punished for it, but if he gets picked off like that, when there's only a minute left on the clock, like... You get staggered, the enemy team builds a bunch of ult charge, they push you really far back, like, then you have to go back, you know, you have to actually muscle through them again, after feeding them more ult charge. Fortunately, Sombra just backcapped him, so, you know, works out in the end, but, man, did he overextend. No healers present, just, like, running right up there. Maybe, like, we'll give him the benefit of the doubt, because I don't know what the fuck these guys are talking about. Just bumped that, so, we'll give him the benefit of the doubt and say that it was a calculated decision to distract the enemy team while Sombra backcapped him. But that seems a little overly generous. Hold on 1 second. Alright, so, let's go now. Second round. So now, Red Menace defending, Junkrat's really fucking far up. This is like a very competitive ladder-esque arrangement right now, isn't there? We got Junkrat all the fuck way over there. We got Reinhardt standing there, his back to the door. I mean, you know, he's playing Junkrat, so he can get away with it, I guess, because he can just concussive mine back. Oh, he fucking showed himself so early. Oh my god, he's just standing out there right now, ready to throw his mines. Maybe they couldn't see him, but I mean, he is just kinda standing... No, they see him throw it. He just threw fucking mines at the door. He just threw a mine at the door. So, you know, if the boys in blue are paying attention at this point, they're like, alright, so Junkrat's on the right-hand side, let's just collapse on him and kill him right at the start of the round, you know? Because that's the original complaint I was just gonna make baseline, is he's over there right at the start, so if they just collapse on him, he dies. But he also telegraphed his location ahead of time, which is even worse. So they could just go, hey, he's over there, let's fucking get him. But they don't do that, so, you know, Junkrat just gets away scot-free. Don't get punished, don't have to learn, as I always say. So now, the boys in blue have elected to give up on goats. They've decided to go for a more static, or a more normal 2-2-2 comp with Widow Doomfist. Perhaps expecting the Red Menace to run goats back at them, but that's a rather, hopeful, you know? Anyway. And if they... Even if they were expecting that, I don't know why they wouldn't just pick Sombra instead, unless one of them just can't pick Sombra. Anyway, whatever. Oh, I've also just noticed that the one that was playing Reinhardt is now playing Doomfist, so he's just completely switched roles right there. So, I keep going back to look at how they got picked off right at the start here, and I just keep forgetting to pay attention, basically, because I'm talking about my own nonsense. Did he just let his shield break? He sure did. He sure did let his shield break. So Doomfist got slept. How'd Lucio die? Flashbang. McCree's over in the hotel on the right. Flashbanged him and killed him. Mercy does manage to res him, but then Zarya gets picked off instead, so not really much has been accomplished. The Red Men is slowly advancing up to try and get some staggers. Oh, Doomfist trying to stagger himself there. Nope, gets away with it. Alright. Because if McCree flashbanged him right there, he was pretty fucking dead. Now the Red Menace are extending really fucking far up, and they're really split up at this point. Both standing on opposite sides of the gate. Reinhardt, don't ever fucking do this. Don't ever do this shit right here. Because the... Look at that. just shooting it for free. Absolutely no possible response to him. Just shooting away at it, breaking it out of line of sight. Don't do that. Don't do that. That's very bad. Very, very bad. And I get that, like, there's bombs coming at him this way, but, like, this is very bad. Don't do that. Very, very bad. Just letting people shoot your shield for nothing. So, the Red Menace was very split up right there, so if the boys in blue were playing a more aggressive team comp, they would have been able to just collapse, or like a dive comp is basically what I'm saying. They would have, or just a more aggressive comp. Whatever, same difference. They would have just been able to pick a side, pretty much, and jump on them before they could reconvene again, but no such team comp is had over there, so nothing to worry about. Here comes the tire! Got broke by Widow. Good job, Widow. Good job, because I was coming right for Mercy. I thought she was dead. So, the boys in blue have got Sound Barrier and Earth Shatter to work with right now. Slightly better than Earth Shatter Deadeye, as far as I'm concerned, for the Red Menace. Ooh, Junkrat got picked off. How? Did he get sniped? No, he didn't get sniped. Did he get sniped? And just get hit by something else at the same time? No, he's just low right now. Yeah, he was just half health and just took a charged Zarya to the face right there. But hey, look at that. Earth Shatter, Grav right on top of them. Lucio uses Sound Barrier, but it feels a little late. You know? Sound Barriering right there just feels a little bit on the late side. Just something about this fight arrangement right now. I'm not really feeling it for some reason. And so, yeah, they just have to back right out again. Ooh, McCree was electing to try and fight Widow right there, it looks like. He didn't die, but that's still a risky business for McCree to do. Widow's just used Infrasight, so the boys in... oh, the Red Menace, rather, gotta be real fucking careful. Yep, this seems like the perfect time to be doing this. Great. Awesome. Well, not much happened right there, I suppose, but... every fucking time we watch ones, the cameraman does something weird in there, don't they? So, oh, McCree just got picked off. Showed his face. I mean, okay, so Widow was using Infrasight right here. McCree started going the staircase on the left, behind me right now, to try and go up onto that platform while she's using Infrasight. So, she just kinda knows. Like, she's already looking at him right now. She's looking at him, waiting for him to come around the corner. And then, hey, just picks him off right there and then. So McCree, like, just splits himself off from the team and then exposes himself to Widow, who definitely knows ahead of time that he's gonna go that way. What happened to Reinhardt? Oh, he's just too far up. He's just going too far up right now. And he just gets pinned and killed right there. Yeah. He's just fighting all the way up here. And, like, McCree's dead right now. So it's not, they really want to be, like, backing up, not going fucking in right now. So they just all collapse on him, having seen the pick, pin him to the wall, and he's dead. So Jordo, big into overextending. Zenyatta, you lost this fight already, don't use Trance on it, this fight's already done. Anna used Nano Boost as well? Who'd she Nano? Who did she Nano Boost? It looks like it was Zenyatta. Yeah, it was Zenyatta. I mean, Jesus Christ, guys. You lost that fight. She obviously meant to nano Zarya instead, but guys, you lost that fight. Like, it wasn't even... oh, God. It wasn't even close. Like, it was not even close, and they committed their ultimates to it anyway. So, just back away the fuck up. Back away the fuck up right now. Regroup. They managed to catch some of the boys in blue out here off their respawn. Can't really see what's happening, but I'm guessing they just came out of the door and immediately blitzed them. So the boys in blue, reaching for the staggers, end up staggering themselves instead by overextending and catching the Red Menace as they're respawning, so they end up outnumbered very quickly. Because not everybody was on the same page with them, only like half the boys in blue were coming up here. So now, the boys in blue, they've got 2 ultimates. The Red Menace, they got 3 ultimates to go. The boys in blue are really close to having Sound Barrier as well, and Infrasight, I guess. You know, it's not nothing. It's not nothing. Oof, oof, oh my god. My man Jordo not doing a good job at catching these shatters. But McCree just killed a bunch of people with Earth Shatter, Jesus Christ, with Deadeye. Where's McCree? We know McCree likes to play some long cons. What's McCree up? What's McCree's angle right now? Where is he? I don't even fucking know where he is. He killed Widow? So he has to be, like, up and behind, doesn't he? Genji's throwing them up at the high ground, so I'm guessing McCree has literally gone the entire map behind them again. And I mean, I have to applaud the raw criminal genius. Yep, here he comes. I have to applaud the raw criminal genius that he is, because he has pulled off some impressive swindles, hasn't he? It's required the enemy team to not notice McCree is gone for 30 seconds at a time. But hey, if he didn't get punished for it once when they did that, why would they suddenly learn, right? I mean, I'm mostly just mad he got away with it, to be honest with you, but credit to him, he did get away with it. Did get picked off right here. How did he get picked off now? Just got sniped by Widow. Yeah. Straight up. Wasn't really doing anything particularly egregious that time. For once. So now, the boys in blue, they're still missing 2 people right now, so they are having a bit of trouble making headway in. Earthshatter. Jordo, my man Jordo, I'm not overly impressed by his performance so far. He earth-shattered right there and hit 1 man. So far, what I associate Jordo with is overextending, whiffing earth shatters, and not blocking earth shatters, so I'm not particularly impressed with him so far. McCree, like, honestly, he's a fucking mastermind. He's got the corkboard with the red string behind him right now, just laying it all out. He's got, like, a digital map behind him, and he's drawing out plans of attack on it, like, alright, if I go through here, I better carry the 2, no one will suspect a fucking thing. So the red men have elected to just throw a bunch of ultimates at the boys in blue right now, it appears. Oh, did Jordo block an earth shatter? Jordo blocked the earth shatter, what a god, he's done it. But, unfortunately, they'd stopped the tire, Widow snipes McCree, and Zenyatta, or Genji rather, manages to kill Anna, even though Zenyatta was using trance, because he goes in, and Anna's not with him, so Genji just cuts through the whole situation and goes to Anna. So Anna needed to, like, go with him, or a little more, or Zenyatta needed to be aware of what Genji was up to. Because losing your main healer that early on in the fight is pretty bad, pretty bad. Pretty bad. Not the end of the world if the Red Menace loses this checkpoint, honestly. I think of the second checkpoint on King's Row as being kind of a gimme as far as checkpoints go. It's just really hard to defend most of the time. Not as bad as Nambani's second checkpoint, but as far as I'm concerned, like 30% of King's Row is the first checkpoint, and then like 60% of King's Row is the third checkpoint. That's my breakdown on the map, anyway. So, the Red Menace, they've elected to bring out the Winston for the Genji and Widowmaker, but Genji's actually changed to Hanzo. Same concept, though. Boys in Blue, they've got Grav, but they've got nothing else to use with it, so they are just able to heal everybody through. Oh, did Ryan get slept? Oh, Ryan got slept as well, so he didn't actually get to do anything in that Graviton. Brutal. Very sad day for him. Did Jordo Earth Shatter? I thought Jordo had more... Oh, he didn't get slept, he got Earth Shattered. I can't hear the game right now. That's gonna be my excuse. Jordo used Earth Shatter, and only hit Reinhardt, it looks like, but Reinhardt not being able to swing into that Graviton was a pretty big deal. Because that's the most AoE damage this comp's gonna do outside of Hanzo's ultimate. And he just changed to Hanzo, so obviously he doesn't have his ultimate. Widow just used Infrasight, but they aren't gonna be able to do anything with it by the time they regroup again, it's already over. So the boys in blue, terrible situation for them right now. Because the boys in blue right now have got no ultimates, they're very close to having Earth Shatter though. But the Red Menace, they've got Deadeye, the tire, and they're about to have Nano Boost as well, so our man Manameme is gonna need to hit a pretty sick Earth Shatter if they're gonna win this team fight, or the Red Menace is just gonna have to badly fumble the situation. We can see the timeline on the video though, can't we? Not to spoil the mystique or anything, but we, you know, tragically, you know, it is kind of right there. So, Nano Boost Reinhardt immediately. Manameme does land a decent Earth Shatter. Oh my god, does Ana not die? Oh, Deadeye happened while that was happening. Oh no, and he didn't even get Ana. He didn't even fucking get Ana. Oh god. Oh, McCree still managed to get him as well? No, looks like it was just Zen, actually. Never mind. Yeah, Deadeye kills 3 people. Manameme landed a decent ultimate, but not decent enough. Not decent enough by a mile. Again with Ben Shapiro. I can't stand Ben Shapiro. What are you doing? He's an angry little midget man. Get him out of my face. You still got all this going on. Basically, it hasn't changed since yesterday, with the exception of a couple of things. Irish War of Independence in 12 minutes. I know what that's come from. I did watch a video that had that involved in it. Maria Ho folds a set on the flop. Insane poker hand. I don't know what that means. I don't know what any of that means. I know what fold means, but I don't know what that means. And then everything else, pretty. I don't follow Sinvicta, so you got that one fucked up. But yeah, I guess fucking Ben Shapiro again. Jesus Christ. So the Red Menace managed to win the round. Good for them, mostly because McCree's a fucking god. McCree's the only reason. McCree, as far as I'm concerned, won them that game. Because the only reason the Red Menace captured the second checkpoint is because McCree played the long con and killed them on the second checkpoint, getting the Red Menace that checkpoint and onto the third. The boys in blue got pretty far along that checkpoint, so if McCree wasn't a god, all other things being the same, the boys in blue would have won instead. So great job, McCree. A true tactical genius. As long as the enemy team isn't paying very close attention to where the enemy are. So, you know, not very many conditions attached to that one. And our man Jordo, I don't know about Jordo. I wasn't blown away by his Reinhardt play. Yeah, that's pretty much all I got to say about that one. So thank you very much for watching. If you have any questions, feel free to ask. I'm more than happy to answer. If you haven't already, you can join our Discord and ask questions directly or have a conversation about them. Start streaming on Twitch Tuesday, Thursday, Saturday, 7 p.m. EST to 11 p.m. EST, 10 or 11 p.m. EST. English language is hard. If you managed to make it all the way through the video and somehow enjoyed it, please like the video and subscribe for more content of middling quality in the future, and I hope you found the video helpful. I only fucked up like every part of the outro, it's fine.